We'll come over here, trust me.
Well, I was gonna ask, how many conversions do you get? How many people do you get to actually convert? Today we're going to Sony's Creative Space event out here in LA. It's in Exposition Park. They're letting photographers, filmmakers come and try out the new Sony A7V just released earlier this year. But there's one problem. I'm a Canon guy. So let's see if Sony can convert me today. Craziest part about this is it's not my first Sony Creative Space event. I actually went to one in New York in 2019. I had just gotten fired from my job. I had no idea what I was doing. I actually tried to vlog. What's happening, guys? Leaf Park's here. Today we're starting our morning off at the Sony Edu Day or Edu Day. Not actually sure how to pronounce that. In fact, I had been fired 2 days before I went to that event, and I was just trying to figure out what creative career would be right for me. And somehow, all these years later, here we are, deep into our creative career and back at the Sony event. Guys, I'm in enemy territory. Not a Canon in sight. All right, we're gonna try this A7V with 400 to 800 is crazy. Just look at the lens cap compared to my head. This is probably more expensive than my first car. Hell, it's probably more expensive than my first and second car put together. Let's give it a test. That's crazy. I don't even want to put a price point on this. Just know it's too much money. My man, what we got?
Yeah, man.
Oh, look at the smoke coming out of there. You know what it is? These are gonna melt fast. I think I am gonna get the cup. This is watermelon and this is the sour.
Sour, yeah.
I think I'm gonna do the watermelon line. Appreciate you, brother.
You too, man.
Okay, here's the thing. When you do buy a camera, if you never bought one before, the thing you need to realize is that you're not just buying a camera. You're investing into an ecosystem. This goes into the lens arsenal they have. Do they have the lenses that you want to be able to use? Do they have the versatility that you want? Do they make the upgrades to the cameras that are actually improving things that you care about? It's similar to like buying an iPhone. When you buy an iPhone, you invest in the Apple ecosystem. So you end up buying the AirPods and the iMac and the MacBook and all the other Apple products that come with it. So you want to be on board with their accessories as well as everything else that comes with the system. That means the prices of the equipment, the upgrades, the accessories, the compatibility with third-party accessories, all that stuff matters when you're picking your camera system because it's an ecosystem. So keep that in mind before you buy that camera. Because once you invest, it's very hard to switch, which is why most of us end up staying very loyal to who we started with. But I will admit, Sony does make some very, very tempting gear. As expensive and as overhaul as it would be, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thinking about it.
So, I know. We'll come over here, trust me.
Well, I was gonna ask, how many conversions do you get? How many people do you get to actually convert? A lot of my friends have. Every time you guys release something, I'm like, I might have to. A little foreign to me, but man, I'm not gonna lie. I do like the ergonomics a little bit. This feels like a good hold right here. We got our camera. I learned a little bit about it, but I still don't know what's going on. So hopefully we can figure something out before the end of this. Because we got a few minutes with the camera. Everyone's just kind of like playing around with it just to figure it out. All right, guys, we are officially shooting on the Sony A7V. They're participating in the photo walk back there. I feel like a lot of people are using the camera for like photo purposes. But honestly, I'm using it to try to see how good the video is. So let's try to get like this cinematic sequence going in 3, 2, Future Leaf here, just to report on something that I couldn't talk about when I just had the footage still on my SD card. The dynamic range on this footage was beautiful. I shot it in whatever their S-Log is, or I don't know the specific terms of it, but I shot in a flat color profile, and the way I was able to bring the colors out and the range of the oh man, I'm just really impressed with the dynamic range. Some of this footage, it really was impressive to me. So I'm really enjoying how easy the color grading process was. It was a lot easier because I used the Dehancer software. It's a plugin that you can use, and you can use the code in my bio to get a discount on the Dehancer tool. But I thought I should mention that before I let you guys continue the rest of the video. All right, I'll let you get back to it.
Overall thoughts with this camera: the autofocus is impeccably sharp. The aperture ring on the lens is amazing. If I was just starting out, this would be a camera I would look at, that I would seriously consider. It really makes shooting and like capturing things a lot easier. And I think when you're starting out, that's kind of a point of emphasis, is to get something that you know is gonna work and that you don't have to work too hard to get this shot. The more you can put a distance or shorten the distance between the idea and actually shooting, the better. And I think that this camera does do a good job at that.
Lens gap. There you go. I gotta say too, man, coming to an event like this is crazy. When I first came to an event like this in 2019, I had no job, I was confused, I was trying to figure it out. I didn't have a voice, I didn't have the confidence. Like, I recorded that day and I ended up not even putting the vlog out because I was like, this is just, I didn't capture anything. I didn't capture my story, I didn't really capture my day, just a bunch of details that didn't align with each other. And I can say from that day, what was missing wasn't the camera or the updated gear or the nicest stuff. What was actually missing was just me simply knowing myself and understanding who I am and the message that I want to send and why I'm capturing what I'm capturing. I think it's super important to know your why. And what I can tell you confidently today is that finding your voice has nothing to do with the camera you use, and it never will. Now, would I make the switch? Honest answer, no. But it's more because of what I told you before. It's not that the cameras are bad. All the cameras that you can invest in at this time probably do similar things, and they have some specialty things that may work a little better for you. But again, you're investing into the ecosystem, you're investing into the lenses, you're investing into the upgrades that they're gonna make in the future. Now, I didn't have enough time to like really get into the specs and the particulars with the camera, but as far as just first usage, using it for an hour, it felt pretty good to use, I'm not gonna lie. I love the autofocus. I love the aperture ring on the 24 to 70 2.8. Now, one of the things I didn't get to do was shoot in 120. Photo walk went kind of fast, so I didn't really get a chance to experiment with that. But if I had another chance to play with that camera, I'd mess around with the 120. I really love to have the camera for a whole day to experience and vlog with and just really mess around with, and that way I could really give a clean review on the A7V. But from today, it's an awesome camera. I would recommend it to anyone who is looking to get into it, but I would also tell them, check out the ecosystem, check out what you're investing in, because it's not just that camera. If you like this video, if this message resonated with you, hit subscribe, drop a comment, leave a like, and I will see you guys in the next video.